Hey folks, so in just about all of my videos I get people asking where to get parts for little planes like this, and it's actually getting harder and harder to answer, it seems like, every year, especially like magnetic actuator receivers. There used to be quite a few available choices, but not so much anymore. So when I saw this guy, I had a little epiphany here, I guess. Back in 2005, there was a little tiny Micro RTF called the Aero Ace from Air Hogs, or the Silverlit X Twin if you were from overseas. And it was much like this. It was just a 2-channel foamy Micro RTF that used 6mm motors and thrust differential for steering and throttle for elevator. So there was no control surfaces. It was all just in the motors, just like this one. The only thing that moves here are the props. And with those electronics, I built quite a few different planes, and they turned out to be some of the most versatile electronic gear I've ever really had. And so this is basically 2.0 of the Aero Ace. This one's better even, because this uses 4mm motors. It uses 2.4 gigahertz frequency instead of the old 27 megahertz AM frequency. And I think the whole thing weighed like maybe 10 grams. I think the Aero Ace was 20 or 25. So I've got quite a few projects already lined up for this. And if you've been looking for a way to get into building little tiny RC planes, this is about as good as it gets. This was $30 on Amazon. There's a couple different versions too by other companies. This one has a gyro on the yaw axis. Some don't. There's one on AliExpress, I think, for like $15. So if you can wait the slow boat from China, that's a pretty cheap entry into the hobby. The model itself is actually pretty fun to fly. The CG is a little rearward than I would like, but you can get it to do some loops actually if you play with the porpoising enough, because she does porpoise quite a bit. But actually it handles wind surprisingly well and makes flying a fun challenge. Pretty good deal for 30 bucks. So yeah, I mean, if you wanted to do micro RC, but you don't want to try to find the receivers, you don't want to have to deal with the, soldering 38 gauge wire for magnetic actuators and all that other, this has everything. Battery. The only thing I don't really like is this transmitter design harkens back all the way to like 2007 or something like that. It used to be an infrared transmitter for a cheap RTF way back in the day, and yeah, pretty crunchy, but it works. It's not spring loaded, fortunately, and you can steer with throttle off, which was a quirk of the original Aero Ace until you modified the transmitter. But yeah, I've already got a project started. Let you figure that out. But yeah, I'll be posting some videos of different models using just the electronics from this. The project I just showed you, I figure I haven't done a P38 in a long time, and I built quite a few of those, so I'll throw one of those together. I'll probably do some printed tissue jobs as well, which is a really good way to add really nice graphics for very little weight, and I'll go through the process of doing that too, so stay tuned. This thing is a blast, and what you can make from it is even better, so 30 bucks. Go for it. Thanks for watching.